This is probably the cheapest diesel Platinum you can get in America today. I borrowed this truck from Kengar Ford here in West Valley, Utah. Be sure to ask for Jordan in the commercial department. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see why this truck is so much cheaper. So at the very top is a description, and then you have your standard equipment, and then down below here are all the options. So there's just one, which is the diesel. Destination comes in at $1995 with a total price of $93,405. And on Ken Garf's website, they have a $6,000 dealer discount, which puts the price at $87,405. This is definitely the best time to jump on one of these 2024s because, as you guys know, for 2025 they're getting rid of some of the features on this truck. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the side. I want to show you guys the suspension. I haven't done that in a while. So as you guys know, they do have a solid front axle on this truck, and I believe this is an open diff as well. You guys can see that sway bar right there, and here's that shock and the coil. And then they do give you a liner finished in fabric material. And then here are the tires. I'll show it to you on the other side. Now on the Platinum, you guys all know this, we've seen these trucks a lot. They do provide the satin finish on the front grille. So it's not chrome like this. They also give you the cameras all the way around to give you that 360 camera view and projector style headlights. So this is going to be your low beam, and then this acts as like a high beam, and it shines on the like signs at nighttime. No active grille shutters. You have chrome recovery hooks, parking sensors, more of that satin finish around these projector style LED fog lights. And then of course you have that LED turn signal strip there. Now I know some people don't really care for the wheel design on the Platinum, but I like it. It's like subtle, has just enough pop on it, and then it's pretty much predominantly blacked out. 8 lug, and these are the Bridgestone Dueler tires, like an all-terrain. And here's the tire size, LT 275 65 20, so it's like 34.1 inches tall. And then here's the capacity, 3,750 pounds, 80 psi. And then here's just the other side. You can see that radius arm right there. And probably the only thing I would do to this truck if I had bought it, I would just add the trimmer valance on the front end, because I don't really care about fuel economy with a truck like this. So here's a side view. And here's some of the trimming right here. You have more chrome up top. There is a light that shines forward as well. And there's your PowerStep badge. Now what's cool about this truck is everything you're gonna see on this build is standard, because the only option was that 6'8" bed rounded off. And they have the second largest bed in the segment. They do provide these steps. And I like how they give you like this opening out back here, because if you do get these muddy, or in the wintertime if it's a lot of ice on the road and it builds up, it's easy to just spray in here and get all that out of there. 34-gallon fuel tank, 7.4 gallon. Because this is a 1-ton. Here's your suspension, 4 leaves in the main pack, and you have that one overload. This truck does not have the 5th wheel prep package. And then here's the liner out back, so that does come standard on this truck. In the comment section, who would take this off? I'm one of those guys that don't like decals on the side of the truck. Now this is going away for 2025. So if you want the sonar and the backup camera on the top of the tailgate, so when it's down you can still see, this is the time to get one of these, because that's going away. Kind of sucks. And here is your step, and then your handle right here. I don't normally show this, but I figured today I'll do so. And getting in, it does make it easier. Some of you guys got on me because I said I would not care to have this. I would actually delete it on my truck if I could save some cash and add a little bit of payload. This also will be optional for 2025. This is 2,000 watts of power. You have 2 plugs, 120 volt power. They still have your bed lights there. And I always forget to show this to you guys too, but there you go. And there's your sliding glass power. There is a camera up here too. No twin panel moonroof. That is available for what, I think it's like what, 1,500 bucks, somewhere in there. You will still have this function for 2025. You have your applique. Full LED tail lights are still there for 2025 as well. You have your rear parking sensors, class 5 hitch. Now the only other option that you definitely want to get on these trucks is that locker out back. So I believe that's an open diff. It's not even a limited slip. So that's an open diff, 331 axle ratio. There is your spare tire, matching tire, but you have a different style wheel. You can kind of see the brakes back there too. These are going to be LED. Only this and Unlimited get those for 2024. And then let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about that power stroke. One nice thing about this truck is if you don't need the diesel, you can still get that 7.3 liter gas engine, which has decent power. And you can get low gearing, so you can get a 430 match with that, which would just give you more than enough power to get up those steep grades. Now, obviously, if that's not enough for you, you have this option: 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed 10R 140. And I will say, if I were building a truck, this is kind of how you should build them, because you really get such a great price point. Now obviously for some people, including myself, I would want a sunroof. I'll be honest, I would definitely want that twin panel. I would definitely get spray and bed liner, and I would get the 5th wheel prep package. But if you get those 3 options, let's see how much it would cost for those 3 options. So basically with the diesel option is $15,635. The only thing I forgot to mention was the FX4 package, but I'm not going to include that in this build. For $4,065, it's worth it. It still keeps you under $100,000, and there's discounts, as you guys saw earlier. So with this truck, I still think that this is one of the best interiors in the segment, and I love what you get with the Platinum. I mean, they give you a ton of features. Like, for example, this truck does have the contouring seats, which I'll show you guys here in a second. And you get this caramel color. For 2025, I can't wait to show that, because that's going to be blue, which is like one of my favorite colors. They also give you some suede on the doors right here, leather, more of that piping and stitching, finished in that caramel color. 14 speaker B&O comes standard. You have the 3 seat memories. It's just loaded up. And you have power pedals, power steering column. And let's go ahead and jump over to the other side. Here's the cover right here. It says Super Duty. And then you have your glove box. This truck does not have the camper package, so you can't use this for a sliding camper. And here's some of your power plugs too. So you have 12 volt, 120 volt right there. I would like to see a power plug up there, because some people still use things on the windshield, and it would be nice to see that still. Contouring seats on this side too. And then out back, 60/40 bench. You have that collapsible storage, seat back pockets, no surprise there. Outboard heated seats, USBs, more power plugs, 120 volt, 12 volt, and you have 2 Type-C USBs. Super nice truck. You have that defrost with that power glass, and still the same accents on that rear seat. Sometimes they take all this away to cut costs, but they didn't do it back here. And here's a bottle holder with some more wood trimming, suede. Let's jump back up front again. I think this is truly one of the best trucks on the market. I mean, this truck is loaded. Everything is on here that most people would like to see. And the few things that I did mention, some people don't even care about that stuff. Just for me, I'm just picky. I'm that picky guy. You have those heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, dual climate control, wireless charger for the phone, 2 more USBs. This does slide to give you 4 cup holders, so you don't have to steal these 2 guys back there. I would steal those for my kids. And then you have this nice accent on that center console. Up top here, auxiliary switches do come standard. Someone said that they didn't on this trim level, and I said they do, and they want to argue with me, but it is what it is, because now you see that is standard. Home links there, black headliner. On the Lariat with black interior, you get a gray liner. Oh yeah, last thing I'll show you guys, oh, I hit the wrong button. I want to show you this. Your seats are right here. So you have 3 levels of massage, and as I said, you have your contouring seat. So you have the 3 levels of intensity, 5 different settings for it, and you have one for the passenger side too. Okay, I know I said it was the last thing I was going to show you, but I'm pretty sure you guys would like to see your Pro Power on board. So you have this guy. You can turn these plugs on and off, even inside of the truck too, so you can turn them completely off. On this side of the house, my favorite thing, love to see this type of stuff. I'm a stickler for as many gauges as you're willing to give me. I love to see temperatures, and I love this extra stuff here. And let's go ahead and check out the Payload. Ooh, where is the steering wheel at? Okay, so that should be straight now. So onboard scales, this shows you basically the payload, and then if you add a bunch of stuff in the bed, or if you hook up a trailer, it'll show you how much capacity you have left over. Here are the numbers on the door. Gross axle rating up front is going to be 5,200 pounds, and the rear is 7,230 pounds, 12,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, 20/8 wide wheels, and as you guys saw, 4,069 pounds of payload. Here's the tire pressure too. That is a lot of payload. So if you were to add 5th wheel spray in the twin panel moonroof, you probably would lose another couple 100 pounds, but that's crazy payload for a high trim level. I don't remember ever really seeing a GMC, Chevy, or Ram with these types of payloads on their higher trim level pickups. It's typically around 3,600, 3,700 pounds respectively. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to check out Ken Garff and their inventory here in West Valley. Ask for Jordan in the commercial department. See you guys soon.